Welcome to the StockMiner.com studios. I'm your StockMiner, Brian Johnson. Just got back from Arizona, sitting down to do my videos. It is out. It is late, but I told you that it would be a little bit late today. Had a wonderful time down in Arizona. Great time down there. Weather was very hot. It is very warm in Arizona. But we had a really good time. Lots of stuff to see. Met with some very nice people. Really loved the people down there. People were great. We had very friendly, outgoing people no matter where we went, to the mall, to the store, to eat. We saw an IMAX movie. That was incredible. If you guys have never been to an IMAX movie, highly recommend you try that. That was awesome. That was really, really cool. So really, really enjoyed our stay, but also happy to be home now. So let's break into the markets. Talk about what happened today. Overall, it was down, kind of fell really in the first couple hours of the day. Everything's waiting on more economic news. The drop today, though, while it did happen here, pretty convincingly for about the first 2 hours of the day, it didn't go anywhere after that. No, it really didn't. So we broke a couple of these levels here, as you can see on the 60-minute. We broke this 775 area, 10,800, 10,775, right around in here. And didn't get much past that. Stalled out the rest of the day, came back to revisit that. We did not break the larger areas, and that was 10,700 and ultimately 10,650. I really, really like the 10,650 area. I'd be watching that closely for a short opportunity. But I can make you a very strong bull and bear case here. Either way, you've got to wait for the breaks, guys. There's no indication one way or the other which way this thing's going to break. Just wait. Look, we have another day down. Yes, it was down. Yes, it was red. The volumes, the internals, all of it seemed to work out pretty well. But it's just whatever. I mean, it's nowhere. It's nowhere. 10,700 to 10,900, I've been able to encapsulate price within that 200-point moving area for over a week now. It's not going anywhere. There's still a lot of indecision here in the markets, and this just bodes well for the bulls. This is still neutral to bullish as long as it'll hang up here, regardless of what this run was. So until these more major areas are broke, especially below 10,650, which is the 20-day moving average, I can't get super bearish on this market at all yet. Not at all. So wait for your breaks above 10,900, below 10,650 for your short. NASDAQ a little bit deeper than the rest, getting back below this support down here, but still nothing major in the way of a move here. Just looking like a bull flag really at this point, coming back to almost visit the 20-day moving average. Breaks below that. Okay, now you have an opportunity at a short back into this area here, but not a big shorter of the NASDAQ. Still would recommend you look at the other indices before you do that, but if you're a NASDAQ player, you can see the pullback has started, but look at the huge run up. We've really gone nowhere. So yeah, the red candles are nice and pretty and all, and it adds a little color to the chart as opposed to white every single day. But the bears are weenies here. I mean, they're not doing anything with it. There's nothing convincing here yet. Wait for those more major moves. From a weekly, not even going to talk about it. It's only Monday, but you can see, yeah, it kind of looks like a pullback at this point, but who knows where that candle will be by the end of this week with all the major economic news coming out. SPX on a 60 here, pulling back as well. This just looks like a bull flag. It didn't go anywhere. I mean, it's down 9 points by the end of the day, and it's nowhere. Look, it's trapped right between this 1125-ish and this 1150-ish area. Just wait for your breaks above one or below the other for your trades. It's just really that simple. See, once again, a whole week of nothing but sideways action. That plays right into the bulls' hands. That's just what they want. It's just what they want after a huge run up like this. Right now, I gotta tip your hand to the bulls. So I'm still 55% bullish, 45% bearish. How about that? Let's put a percentage on it. Breaks above 1150, breaks below 1125. I really like that one to the short side, especially now that the 20-day has moved up again and is now above that 1125-ish area. Just keep in mind that there's nothing on the chart that makes me overly bearish on this thing quite yet. Gotta wait for those more major breaks. Below 1125, it's here. Below that, down into here. And then below that, maybe it could be bombs away at that point. But boy, there's a lot of lower support here. on the markets themselves. From a weekly, it's only Monday, won't worry about it. VIX on a daily, notice how it's tagging this upper blue line. Not a big TA guy for the VIX, but I do now really, really, really like this overhead line. Breaks above that could mean that the fear is actually starting to re-enter the market, and at that point we could see those lower prices that we're discussing. However, just hanging out up here doesn't mean anything. It's also got a ton of room to move back to the downside and hit this lower blue line as well. So, pick your poison. I wouldn't be guessing in this area. Just would not be guessing in this area. VIX on a weekly here, you can see as well that over the last umpteen weeks it hasn't gone anywhere. It's been very, very, very stagnant for a few months now. Just waiting for a more major break, and that'll be up over these areas on a weekly. But back below here means that, fear is fine. Nobody's panicking about anything at that point. Apple dropped a little lower than I would have expected, maybe below that 280 mark, but still, it's just nothing in the bigger scheme of things. It's still holding that 277. I'm going to say 277.50 is really where this line is. So below 277 maybe makes for a decent short if you want to try that in Apple. If you want to try to short Apple, what the heck? But huge run up, and we've barely tagged. We haven't pulled back hardly at all here. Apple could definitely move back into a lot of these ranges and still be just fine. However, from an intraday standpoint, are opportunities to make some money here. Weekly broke that overhead, stayed there 1-2 weeks, and now is holding there as for right now. But that mark, this area here, is right around that 275 area, 275 to 277 area. You'll want to watch that very closely on any further drops in Apple. FAS and FAZ guys, once again, stay to intraday trading these. You got no business trying to buy and hold on these things right now. They're consolidating, and this break can go either way right now. Either way, without question. There's just nothing here giving us any indication of a move down or up. I still like it above 22. I still like it below, well, let's call it 21 now. So below 21 and above 22, still your opportunities to maybe try and make a play. But look at this, how it jumped above it today, only be sucked right back down. This thing's doing nothing but consolidating, so it's still very, very hard to play. FAS on a daily, you can see, look, just up a little bit, down a little bit, nowhere for the day, holding that 50-day moving average. Once again, 22 and 21 are your entries. FAZ, same situation here, above 1350 and below 1280 for your trades, long and short. Here it is on a daily. Look at this sideways consolidation for the last week. Nowhere, stuck in a very, very tight trading range here of about 70 cents. Just going nowhere. Below 1280, above 1350. Those would be your options. Above 1360, maybe, whatever, to take your entries from. But be very cautious here. There's nothing giving indication of one way or the other. So, wait for the breaks. You're going to blow up your account if you're just guessing at this point. Somebody probably went long before the close, and if it jumps up tomorrow, they're going to think they're a hero, and somebody went short, and if it gaps down, they're going to think they're a hero. But the truth is, you're gambling. You're just guessing. There is nothing in here that gives any indication of a move up or a move down from either one of the sides. So I hope, let me just say that if you're guessing, I hope you're right. I do. I really do. I hope you're right. But that's not the way it's done in the professional trading world. So be very cautious. Wait for the breaks, take those entries, make your money, and call it good. Right now, it's very hard to wait a week, but it is what it is. Welcome to the world of trading. I don't care what job you have. There are times when you're going to sit around twiddling your thumbs going, give me something to do. Come on. And there will be other days when you're like, I need help. I need a lot of help right now. I'm very, very busy. Trading world's the same way. Right now we're just consolidating, waiting for that time when we need help, when we need extra hands to help us with our trades and stuff. That's a good problem to have. But sometimes it just takes patience. So use that patience. Let's see if we get that more major break tomorrow. Maybe all week. We might see major breaks all week long. But just be on top of it. Wait for the breaks. Take the entries. Make your money. And then come back and see me tomorrow night. See you then. Bye.